Rest in peace, Ozzy. You will be missed. You will be missed, Ozzy. You will be missed. Man, I don't know what to say. It's been all over the news. Unfortunately, Ozzy Osbourne passed away yesterday. It's not much of a shock, but then again, it is a shock. Everyone knew the, bad health he'd been in for years. And, about 2 weeks ago, he did that farewell concert, But he looked good in that, other than the fact that he had to sit through it. He looked good, had plenty of energy, He made me think, well, he's probably got a few more years. Maybe he'll even do a few more shows, Never say never, never say die, which is a Black Sabbath song, Never Say Die. Yeah. I've been an Ozzy fan. I'm 59. I think Ozzy released his first solo album, 1980, 1981. I would have been around a freshman or a sophomore in high school at the time, and I was just hooked, like everyone else, grew up listening to Ozzy. Everyone else in my age bracket, we grew up listening to Ozzy. A lot of us did. If you weren't listening to Ozzy, you were listening to some sissy crap that MTV was pushing on people like Boy George or Cyndi Lauper or some of that sissy, whatever. If that's your type of music, so be it. But yeah. Man, I don't know what to say, Yeah. Listened to him for years, I got quite a few. I didn't go and sit here and lie and say I got every Ozzy CD ever released, because I don't. I got quite a few. I got a good amount up till the last, maybe, I don't know, maybe his last 3 or 4 I didn't really get. I'd have to look through them and figure out. But I wanted to pull some out and just show them. But I could only find 3 at the moment. My CD collection, I have like a cabinet with all my CDs in it. They're all out of freaking order. I used to keep them all organized alphabetically. But, man, that lasted 5 minutes. But, I've mentioned on here my knees, and I know you guys getting tired of hearing me cry about my knees. My legs are falling off. We all knew who cried like that for a year about his legs were going to fall off, and it was Marty's fault. Now here I am crying about my legs falling off, and it's Marty's fault. No, it's Chance's fault. Cyrax, you're causing my legs to fall off. Oh man, but I was able to dig 3 CDs out of there. I squat down, and I'm not kidding. My knees, they just instantly start grinding and popping, and I just can feel the strain on them. It's terrible. And I found what I could out of there real quick. Let's see here. What do we got? This is a good one. If you're just a so-so Ozzy fan, try and pick this one up if you don't have any. The Essential Ozzy Osbourne. It's a greatest hit CD. It's got 2 discs, and one of them's, I got one in my computer right now. But it's a 2-disc CD set, and I just broke the case. It's got, let's see here. The first disc is mostly his early stuff from the 80s. Starts out with Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, Suicide Solution, I Don't Know. Oh, wait, we ain't supposed to say that word on there. I Don't Know. Goodbye to Romance. Man, all this freaking politically correct stuff, I just hate it. I don't know. It's just got like first CD's got about 16 songs on it. Most of the stuff from the 80s. There's a cat crying in the back of it. Second CD is like 90s, you know, up through early 2000s, mid 2000s, you know, 2010 or so, I guess. But yeah, second CD, Mama, I'm Coming Home, Desire, No More Tears, Time After Time, Road to Nowhere, I Don't Want to Change the World. Yeah, the second one, you know, like once you got in the 90s, his music kind of mellowed out a little bit, but it's still very good. It's still Ozzy. You know, it's still Ozzy. But yeah. Here on the back, pictured with a dove. Ozzy had a bad habit of biting the head off things, you know. He took the head off a bat during a concert. To his defense, he claimed he didn't think it was real. Somebody throws this bat up on stage. I don't know who picks up a bat and throws it on stage. Maybe it just fell out of the air or something. And he claimed he thought it was just some rubber toy or I don't know. And he picks it up and he bites the head off of it, and lo and behold, it was a real bat. And I guess he had to go through a bunch of rabies shots and all that. You know, that must have been fun. Got a lot of bad publicity over that, and a lot of good publicity too. I mean, who else would bite the head off of a bat other than Ozzy Osbourne? Yeah, I couldn't be. Yeah, but I don't know. I also found an old cassette tape. Anybody here old enough to remember cassette tapes? They were the big thing when I was in high school. The thing about cassette tapes, they were so small and compact, well, you could stick it in your pocket, put it in your jacket pocket, your pants pocket, and, you know, take it to school with you and pass it off to your friend, and he'd probably never give it back. You know, you'd be like, hey, have you listened to the newest Ozzy CD? Or, I mean, Ozzy cassette tape album? You know, you couldn't play an album in your car, but you could play a cassette in your car. But, you know, you pass it off to your friend, and, you know, if they were a good friend, they wouldn't give it back. Because if they were a good friend, they probably had the same taste in music you did. Yeah. But seeing Ozzy in concert, I lucked out, got to see him several times. Seen him with Black Sabbath. I got a stack of my old concert tickets here. I was looking through them, and I bet I just had it out, man. Here it is. Here it is. Black Sabbath. Sunshine WTUE presents Black Sabbath. No cameras or recorders. So don't bring your camera or recorder. Erwin J. Nutter Center, Wright State University. Friday, February 12th, 1999, 7:30 p.m. I was there, man. I was there. I know that probably ain't showing up too well. Was there with a bunch of friends, group of friends. I don't know, 5, 6 of us. We showed up drunk. We left even drunker. Yeah. Usually I wouldn't drink at concerts because, you know, you get smashed and you don't remember it the next day. You know, but this one time I just, you know, went all out and had a good time. I still remember that night. A lot of friends from back then I've lost contact with. Charlie, if you're out there, man, rock and roll, man. Shaggy. Yeah, I miss those days, buddy. I don't know if you're out there. Yeah. But pisses me off. You got these little dweebs that jump on the bandwagon here making YouTube videos. They probably never listened to Ozzy before a day in their life. And they see that, oh, he died. So now they're going to make their own Ozzy videos like this goof here, trying to jump on the bandwagon for views. This little dweeb.
Today is a very sad day because today we lost the motherfucking Prince of Darkness. Today we lost the man that invented metal music. The man that invented the style that we've all come to love and know over the years.
Fuck you, Cyrax. Fuck you. Chance Wilkins, fuck you. You don't know the first thing about Ozzy Osbourne, about metal music. You don't know anything about any of that. Just stay up there in your grandma's attic. Stay up there I know who you are. I know who you are. I'm calling you out. Stay up there in your grandma's attic. Wear your silly little mask. You're 35 years old. You dress like a 15-year-old because you tell little girls online. You tell little girls online that you might be 34, but you look 14, and it's been documented, asshole. You've been caught numerous times doing that. Fuck you, Cyrax. And don't you ever, and I mean ever, mention the name Ozzy Osbourne again. Don't you ever let that name come out of your mouth. You don't have the right. You don't have the right to speak of Ozzy. You go to hell, you little shithead. I'm done with you. Okay, now back to more important things. Oh my God. I didn't want to bring him up in this because I was thinking about posting this on my Facebook, and I don't want my family to know how crazy I've went. But what else? What else can we talk about? I don't know. Just a tragic thing. You know, death comes to us all. You know, it's. I mean, it's amazing Ozzy lived as long as he did. You know, I mean, his friend here is his guitar player, Randy Rhoads. He died. He died when he was I don't know how old, but it was like 1981. It was not long after this, you know, this song here. That was when at the yeah, he died in a helicopter crash. But you know, and Ozzy, all the wild shit he did over the years, all the drugs, all the drinking, all the partying. He lived to be 76, you know. He lived to be 76. Yeah. Oh. It's what I've trying to been explaining to a friend of mine. He gets so shocked when he hears of some celebrity dying. And I'm like, man, they were 80 years old. What do you expect, you know? That seems to be about the average age that people check out at 80. You know? Happens. And with Ozzy, you know, it was well documented, his health issues. So, like I say, it's shocked, but not as shocking, but then again, equally as sad. Because he's a legend. He inspired so many other groups, you know, from that time period. Helped build heavy metal and hard rock into what it was. You know, Black Sabbath. They basically they created hard rock. They created heavy metal. I'm sure others will, say, oh, no, they didn't. This band did. That band did. But, I mean, how can you deny? He was called the godfather of metal. What are you wanting, cat? I am babysitting 3 cats for some guy that went on vacation. I'm trying to keep them locked in this room because they will be fighting with my cats, and I don't want that. I don't want him to get away. This guy's paying me money. I don't want him to be wondering, hey, I paid you, now where's my cats? I hope he comes back for him soon. These guys, they're a trip. The first day or two, they hid underneath everything, but now they're kind of coming out and playing around and stuff. And I don't mind having them here, not at all. It's kind of fun. But hell, why am I talking about cats? Can you hear? I don't know if the mic's picking that up or not. Jeez. What are you doing? I don't even know their names. I forgot. The guy told me their names. I'm like, hey, cat. Hey, cat, come here. What else can I say? Yeah, King Cobra, JFS, an internet celebrity. I know he's a big Ozzy fan, and we all kind of razz him, and give him a hard time. But I know he's probably shocked and whatever. Be interesting to see what he has to say. I don't know if he's made a video or not. But anyways, I guess that's about it. Long live Ozzy. His music, he may be gone. His music will last forever, man. It'll last forever. Let's see. I had something else I was going to throw in here. I think I lost it, of course. Of course, because I'm terrible at this. I am terrible at this. Here we go. I'm going to sign off with this. Yeah, I'm going to sign off with this.
Sirius XM, Ozzy's Boneyard.
I'll get it, yeah. Okay, here we go.
Sirius XM, Ozzy's Boneyard. Long live the Prince of Darkness in our hearts. Ozzy forever.
That's it. Sirius XM. They actually have it. It's not just something they just did. And for years they've had it, a station dedicated to Ozzy. Ozzy's Boneyard. It plays a lot of Ozzy. Plays other similar music, but a lot of Ozzy. Ozzy's Boneyard. One of my favorite radio stations. Yeah, I get Sirius XM for free. I subscribed to it for years. Why am I even talking about that? And they stopped billing me, but I still get it. They never cut it off on my car radio lines. Well, I just blew it. I hope no one's listening to this. They never cut it off. Oh well, that's good. That's fine with me. Yeah, but anyways, it's not a bad deal. I mean, Sirius XM, it's $10 a month. You get station after station, just any subject you're interested in. And this is not a paid advertisement. Oh my God, later people. Everybody have a good day. How do I stop?